You guys thirsty?
If you haven't noticed, welcome back to Blackacre Ranch. The cold weather snapped a pipe over here at the water trough, and this is all gravity fed down below. Therefore, the small 3,000 gallon tank emptied, the 5,000 gallon tank emptied, but of course we cap off the other guys so that way it doesn't drain when something like this happens. So we still have like 4,000 or 5,000 gallons left. We can still run the well, we can do everything else, but we had to fix the leak here at the trough, and the buffalo are thirsty. So, and everything else is on hold. Got to get this thing done, and I'm going to probably have to sacrifice that other trough just to get this to work. Snapped from here all the way down to the bend. So my valve's toast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sacrifice actually this other guy. I'm going to get him off of here. Okay, I'm going to put a 90 down at the bottom, come up. I might cut this guy off down low because I don't have a sleeve, I only have an elbow. So if I dig down to where about he's at, this guy, swap the elbow out and then let him extend over, that'll keep a valve. And then I'm gonna have to come back and redo all of this. In fact, I might want to even move these troughs anyway. This isn't exactly how I wanted to start that process though. So I'm going to dig down to keep this upper section so I can start getting some water over here. These guys are teed off down here at the bottom, and I just realized if I cut this guy right here to use this, then I have an opening and I don't have a valve. So if I turn the water back on, I can't fill it up anyway. So I have to leave this guy there. So what I'm going to have to use is elbows as my sleeves, come up, and then I will probably cut this guy right here, put an elbow here. I do have a straight pipe, and I'll just straight pipe it down to the other elbow down at the bottom. So that's what I'm going to do now. Give me 5 minutes, I'll probably change my mind.
Oh, it's getting closer.
I don't have any 3/4 inch pipe, and that was my original problem. So I'm going to steal all I can from this just above the valve. and I'm going to use that. Aha! One more elbow. That moment when you find an extra bag and find you do have a sleeve.
Oh, magic. That's good.
All right. Which means put a sleeve up here and then somehow add on another one and then put the elbow. Okay. Let me build this thing first, Chica. Should use that pipe. Ever feel like a failure as a rancher when the calf comes right next to you and sucks on muddy water? Right at this end. Trying to go slow so it doesn't break.
Oh, good job.
If I was smart, I would have not put the elbow on the bottom first, 'cause now I just have a puddle. Gosh, that sucks. So while the line empties, we've closed all the valves up top and even on that little tank, everything along this line, and we're just waiting for it to flush all the way out. We opened up the garden hose spigot up there to allow air to get in the backside and continue to the drain. So this little guy's just got to drain, and once he drains, then we can kind of clear out the water, make a good connection, and move forward. It always takes longer than you want. So the tanks I've mentioned before, these troughs, have two holes. There's a hole at the side, and then there's a hole at the bottom. And we have elected at this originally to put them up and over and drop them in. Now last year, February, our pipes didn't freeze. They were up and over. Everything was fine. And of course the reason why is we didn't have animals at that point and there was no water, right? So they did absolutely fine. We got them just after that, literally like the week after that Arctic freeze, and that's why, yeah, good point, Charlotte. I've wanted to make these not reach up and over, and I just haven't been bothered to do it yet. I just didn't do it. Anyway, it's on my list. Well, now it's going to be a little bit more important. I would have gone from the side right down towards the bottom, but the port that's over there is so close to the bottom that you can't even thread anything in. So I need to go from the bottom and up and under, which means I need to dig, set the trough, get underneath, thread, and make sure everything's set right It's just more work, more time, more effort, and originally we just didn't bother doing that. So that's what we're gonna do in the future, is come up from the bottom and angle over and then put the float there. There, the pipe will be completely all underground and I won't have to worry so much about this freezing. Lessons learned, right? It's gonna be in the future. I think it's done draining. Let's get back to work. So the water is up the line here in the ground, and it's about that equal spot elevation behind me with here, and I'm trying to flush enough of this out to make sure it doesn't fill back up so I can do the pipe connection. And it's vacillating in elevation, but it looks good enough. If I cut this guy off and put him like this, I need the downspout.
So you just cut that off?
Then I would just cut this off. Right here. Okay, Chica.
Now, like Sandra said, those two on the ones you're holding,
They're not glued on.
they're not glued on.
It's gonna be a long day, you know that?
Evidently.
Chica,
Yeah.
you gotta warn me before I put this on camera. That's gotta be thick. Squeeze it on, Chica. Now hold it when you push. Just make them straight down. You don't have a lot of time, Chica. Okay, now make sure we got glue all the way around.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure to point it out. You gotta get it on. I don't think it went on, Chica.
I think it went somewhat on.
Well, it's on now. Whatever it is, it is. All right, let's get some tanks flowing and seeing if this is going to hold or not. So I'm a moron. No wonder there's no water coming out. These Rojo valves are set up that when you take this off to clean it, the feature that's beautiful is it automatically closes the valve down there. So this little yellow thing here, I believe, is what actually punctures in and opens the valve down in there so water can flow. So of course it's not going to do anything. Anyway, long day, man. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Chica's going to put this on, and then hopefully we get some water coming out the bottom, which is closed with dirt.
I didn't mess with it. Now tighten it.
Yep.
There we go.
If any of the admirers would like to send some love mail from seeing my best side.
Oh yeah. Woo!
All right. This is taking too long.
There we go.
Let's just take off the whole thing.
Wasn't going.
A lot of hair on the line now. Gotta clear it all out.
Okay, this is gonna fill up a lot faster so the animals can come over and start getting a drink. We're gonna kind of back off a little bit, let them hear the water, and hopefully they're gonna come over and get a drink pretty quick. I just want it to fill up fast, and if they can start drinking, then I don't have to worry about it draining so much because they're all drinking at once and then they can't drink again. So I'm hoping they'll come over quick, drink it as it's filling fast. And then I'll put this on and my hands are gonna freeze. Gosh, this is gonna suck. All right, let's let them to it. All right, so we've only gotten one partaker so far. Everybody else is in this little 1/4 acre feed pen lot. So I'm having the boys go over, get a bag of cubes, and I gotta bait them out of it, and I want them to drive over next to the water trough and see if I can get everybody over here, baiting them with cubes, not to actually give it to them, just so they start drinking out of this thing and they realize there's water in it. They've probably checked it and there hasn't been water, so they're not thinking about doing it. But I want them to hurry up and get over here before it fills up and starts overflowing. Hey, stop!
Stop.
Shake it. Okay.
There we go.
All right, pull forward another like 20 feet. I'm trying to get them to look at the water, but you're kind of a distraction now. Okay, well, dang it. Hey, why don't you go like drive over to that light pole, sitting him in the volleyball court. All right, quickly drive back to me and the water trough. And put your tailgate right next to the water trough. So just drive right along the side of it and park right next to it with the tailgate at the water trough. Stop. He's thirsty as a dog.
There it goes. What is that?
She's spunky. You see the water, don't you?
Hey, just go ahead and leave. All right, I gotta close this valve. It's full. They didn't drink. Cubes are more important. So time to freeze my arms and hands. Gotta make quick work. Hold that, Chica. Oh. That hurts. Wow, that hurts. That's cold water. Now the ball before, this used to be lower in the tank, and so the ball would pull it up right to where it needed to be. What we have to do is shorten this, and the way my hands are going, I want to do that now if I can maneuver my fingers. Trick to this is to hold the place so it doesn't move, and you know where you were to begin with. So it went up about an inch. Okay, let's see if this works. Hurt. That hurts. Okay, the pipe is flexing from the ball. It's pulling it up. I'm thinking it's still low enough. I should pray it's low enough. So we're gonna back off. I want to see if any more people drink and what the level of this over time looks like, and see how bad it is. All right, Chica, fill a hole.
Yay.
The trough seems to be holding, and we need to back away from this. If you saw from that video, there was a baby that was drinking. They can't really get in very much. There's a lot of wear around this trough, and it bothers me. So we got to backfill it. We got to get some stuff in there so the babies can drink. But obviously, they weren't too I guess thirsty, which is good. They weren't out of water very long. They seem to be fine. They wanted cubes more. So we're gonna back off again and let them drink and see how this works.
In our most recent video, we talked about our animals escaping, And they definitely made it into pasture 7 here. This is where that new grass had been planted. And we're guessing they are out for a couple days, partly with how much they've nibbled. We were talking about letting them into 7, but like all the growth is gone. So there's really no point.
So the animals haven't been too inclined to go over to that water despite us trying to bribe them over there. So we do have a lake, all right? So kind of keep in mind, we have a lake that's over, it's a lake, it's a catch pond. It does have water in it, so I'm imagining most of the animals have just been drinking out of there. Maybe some of them just hadn't. So the water's holding strong right where it was at. We're all good there. It's just a matter now, we've got to cube the animals just to go ahead and give them their little treat because they seem to be expecting it. And so that's what's next. Let's get them cubed.
They're both doing it. Sorry, man.
Woo, we're in.
Blackacre Ranch. Yeah.
Need it.
Our specials today include
A whole lot of cubes.
Hey guys, wrong side. Come on around. This is actually the first time doing cubes in here. And some people need to figure it out.
Right before all that snowstorm came and the whole winter weather, my wife got the hay rings out, put them, staggered them. You'll be able to see them down the line. Everything looks good, except you'll notice the far side between the last 2 hay rings, if you can see it, it looks a little muddy. And what we have is a slope coming from the asphalt over here. It comes down and it kind of puddles right across from this fuel tank. And it drains across that little area and goes down into the pasture and just creates a little trail, a little creek kind of a thing. So we might be having a mud bath there, and I'm not liking that. So there may be future modifications and so forth, we'll have to see. But we're going to adjust things, I think, later on, but we're going to leave it for now. This was not planned for today, guys. This is those things that just pop up that suck your time away. But the trough is all taken care of. They haven't even been back to it very much at all, or else we would have gotten you some footage of it. So they've been using that lake, that little catchment pond. So anyway, thanks for joining along with us, guys. This is the way we spent our morning. I'm gonna get some lunch, and then we're gonna move on. So talk to you guys later. Bye.